So one of the questions that we get whenever we are tracking anything tropical, are the bridges going to close? And I know what you want is a yes or no answer, but unfortunately that's not what I can give you because it all depends on the threshold and wind speed. So let's break it down. So a bridge would close if you have 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Sustained means it has to be at 40 miles per hour for 1 minute or more, not gusts, sustained winds. And do remember, if one bridge closed, that does not mean all of the bridges would close because the bridges are at different elevations. You have the Matthews, the Dames, the Hart Bridge that are taller bridges. They could see stronger winds before some of the lower elevation bridges like the Fuller Warren, the Maine, the Acosta. So even if one did close, that does not mean they are all closed. So keep that in mind. So if you think there's going to be advanced warning with these situations, there's really not much, if any, advanced warning. It's something that law enforcement and, of course, Florida 511 and Florida Department of Transportation are monitoring. And when it hits that threshold, that's kind of when they have to close the bridge. There's really not much advanced warning. We'll let you know as soon as we know if there is a closure. People always ask about the intracoastal bridges, the ones that go over Atlantic Boulevard, Beach Boulevard, JTB. Those will be monitored as well, but any closures we've seen of those in the past were likely evacuation related, and that is not a situation we anticipate with this storm. So I don't foresee any issue with those. Now, the Bridge of Lions, it has closed in the past due to storms, but that was mostly because some of the boats sometimes that were out there would hit the bridge. They would break free from their moorings, or sometimes you would get flooding in the St. Augustine area at the base of the bridges. So that's kind of what we watch in St. Augustine. The Shave Bridge up here in Nassau County, that did actually close during Hurricane Dorian due to winds, but they used the same 40-mile-per-hour threshold, sustained for 1 minute or more. Now, the Sidney Lanier, a little bit of an outlier with this because sometimes you do get a preemptive closure and they'll let you know when that's going to occur up there in Brunswick. So sometimes that comes from county leaders, and they do actually give you some advanced warning. So that's something that we, of course, watch closely. And the causeway out here, sometimes it has closed in the past due to flooding. But especially in the Jacksonville area, again, 40 mile per hour sustained winds, 1 minute or more is the threshold to watch for. And truly, if conditions are that bad, you really shouldn't be out on the roadways. But as always, we'll keep you updated.